Hey everybody, welcome to another Bosch and Roll video. Today I'm playing Legacy, and this is not just a league like normal, this is the AnziD Lotus Box Dice City 1K, whatever. This event is put on by streamer AnziD MTG, and it's to celebrate, I think his stream is doing pretty well and wants to showcase Legacy, and that's what we're doing today. So hopefully this will be longer than a normal video because I get to play 6 or 7 rounds plus top 8 with any luck, or it could be a super short one if I go 0-2 drop. So let's find out together. But as you can see, I have SnowKo in front of me. This has been my try-hard deck when I'm actually trying to win, and I am trying to win today. So this is what I'm doing. If you've been following my videos, you've seen that I was on the 4-color non-red version. I'm on full 5-color this time. The list that Danny Batterman and Jarvis Yu worked on for Eternal Weekend, I was pretty impressed by that, and I took their list and spliced in things I liked about my list into their list. So this is a hybrid version that hopefully I have chosen the right tools for the job today. I believe this tournament will be open deck list because it's run on MTG Melee, and they usually are. So there shouldn't be any secrets. We should know exactly what we need to play around and be able to sideboard with perfect information. And I hope that pays off because I have done the smattering of different objects. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 one-ups in this sideboard. So let's hope it works. If you're brand new to the archetype, this is the classic Richard Garfield control deck. You counter some spells, remove some permanents, draw some cards, and then take over with whatever's left over at the end of the game. So throughout today, you're going to see me just trying to stay alive through the early turns, and then I will slowly take over in the mid and late game, assuming things go to plan. So let's get into it. Alright, so it's round 1. I'm paired against Dominic Harvey, and he is on some sort of turbo reanimator. The deck lists are open, so yeah, this is the full tin fins. Does he have a Tendrils of Agony in this deck? No, he has Emrakul. Okay. Well, my hand is not keepable. Alright, we're both on 6 so far. I really need a force. I'd say I have to get rid of 3 of these. This one, and this one. Oh, here we are, dead to any discard spell. Really harsh being on the draw against a deck that can hit this hard. And knowing what I'm up against too is just horrific. I prefer not to know a lot of the time. Astrolabe was a good draw though. That develops cantrips without giving up my force blue card. Uro's nice too. That's a blue card I can pitch to Force of Will and still keep my Ponder. This is the fight I want to fight. There's a lot of payoffs, not a whole lot of enablers. So Entomb is one of the enablers. All right, and now we play ugly. He didn't have a second land. That's nice. Bummer. Ponder is real good. Let's see a shuffle. Yeah, at this point, I'm looking for just any sort of traction, like Oko or Uro off the top would be nice. Did not shuffle. That's bad news. Oh, well, he found a land. That makes sense. Alright, Coatl's not bad, and I am just gonna jam it into play because I do have Thoughtseize, Astrolabe, Ponder. I have a lot of 1-mana cards in my deck. Alright. Unmask, targeting me. That's gonna miss, but that might just mean I'm dead. Yeah, if he has another Entomb or Animate here, I'm in some trouble. Bummer. They really do only play 4 of those. And they've had 2 in the top 12 cards. Alright, Grizzlebrand's in play. Alright, they're at 1. If I draw Caracas, if I survive, and if I untap, draw Caracas, I can actually just win this game right now. Caracas off the top. Bummer. Alright, I mean, I'm still able to block and trade with this Grizzlebrand. Not that that matters. I'm sure their hand is just loaded with reanimation spells at this point. I had 1 draw step to find the Caracas there and poke in. He can't reanimate though. They would have to, like, reanimate, they just die. Yeah, finding Caracas would go a long way towards stabilizing this game that I basically have no right to be in anyway. Unmask, targeting me, still no cards in my hand that matter. No, pitching reanimate. Did have the second reanimate that I cannot cast. Let's see if I can get, well, it's post-combat, so it's going to be pretty hard to combo kill me. It does not have a Tendrils of Agony. Yeah, this really is just like Turbo Reanimator. Alright, he's deep in the tank over there. Hopefully I just like drop Brainstorm into Caracas. I'll take a Ponder. Okay. So I can take Oko and leave Plow on top. That actually seems great, because if I can put him under 7 life, then it's going to become really hard to combo off. And attacking here is kind of dangerous. Shallow Grave and Goryo's Vengeance are both instants, and attacking here would give him, let him draw 15 cards. I might have just fucked this up. So place 5 of those, and he's 21 cards into his deck. I'm just gonna make a food. Though maybe I should have done that, because now you can just end step and combo me off anyway. Yeah, I guess that at least makes it so I don't get attacked by Grizzlebrand. I don't know, weird spot. Maybe I should have left the Plow on top and then next turn I could go for the Oko attack and plow the Grizzlebrand. Yeah, I think I misplayed that turn. I'm also pretty sure it didn't matter. Yeah, here comes Emrakul. Alright, we're out of here. Okay, so Leovold, Mindbreak Trap, Kaya, Ground Seal. Also, check out this list. I noticed this when we were playing. Oh god, is this card going to be here? Alright. Sideboards into Doomsday. So there is a Doomsday Shelldock Isle sideboard here that I have to respect a little bit. Maybe a lot. So I would like Meddling Mage, Collector Oof, because the main deck has Lotus Petals, and the sideboard relies pretty heavily on LED, so I think I do want that. Containment Priest is a big deal. Deafening Silence, Nile Spellbomb, also big deals. So I think I would just bring in all these cards, whether they are Doomsday or Reanimator. Okay, Swords to Plowshares, actually kind of good against the Reanimator side of the deck. The Tinfin side, Thoughtseize is great. Trophy is fine. Abrupt Decay is bad. Felidar Retreat is bad. Dead of Winter, not a card with text here. Need all the forces. Maybe I can slim down on plows. Because I have the Caracas. And it's not really that good either. Alright, I'm just checking that I can still plus Kaya if I have Ground Sealed in play, and I can. It just can't exile anything. I think Waddle is actually fine against both sides. Uro's a little chunky. Gotta find one more cut here. Maybe it is just a Coatl. Like, I want my Sylvan Libraries, I want to dig. And I have to win the game somehow with Uro and Oko. Alright, this is my plan. I wonder how much of the deck can just be Doomsday, or if it has to just be Reanimator. This is a keep. Alright, so I can Thoughtseize them. At least try to figure out what they're up to. Thoughtseize backed by Force of Will is like pretty reasonable. Street Wraiths and Doomsday are in the deck. Play a lot of... Oh, they can have turn 1 Street Wraith here. Just cycle Street Wraith, reanimate it. Then they have a 3/4 Swamp Walk just hanging out. That's pretty cool. So there's a lot to respect about this hand. I think I want to take Unmask. Yeah, protecting my own information is more important here. Yeah, that is a very strong opening hand, though. Also, despite getting Thoughtseize, there's a lot of hidden information because of the Wraiths. So, can I beat a 3/4 and hold my Force of Will? I have the Swords to Plowshares in hand. Yeah, alright, the race is on. Let's just find some white mana and make this irrelevant. Fuck. Well, I'm in a lot of trouble now. Just completely brainstorm locked. So how do I survive this? I have to hide the plow, and I want to hide it under this brainstorm, and I still have force blue card, force blue card. Wow, that sucks. Alright, betrayed by my deck in a situation that was otherwise pretty well under control. I do have a lot of Force of Wills, though. Alright, he shuffled his library and found a land. Alright, I'm just going to put this into play. If my brainstorm gets discarded, I'm in a lot of trouble. So I hope that doesn't happen. There's one Cabal Therapy in their deck. I didn't cast Brainstorm last turn because I need this Brainstorm to find another land, like, desperately, and I know my top card is Plow. So I would basically only be seeing 2 cards off Brainstorm, where if I wait a turn, I'll see 3. Unfortunately, I probably have to force a Will of Thoughtseize if they have one here. Just hope that doesn't happen. Alright, deck. Now's the time. Don't betray me again. Ooh, that's a relief. Okay, so I can hide this Kaya. I think I might want to cast Kaya next turn, so... Or, yeah, I can't cast Leovold next turn regardless, so I think I want to hide the Leovold... Or no, I'll hide Oko under Kaya, because I can pitch the Leovold to force, because I can't cast it anyway. Unmasking me. I have 2 forces, so here it is. Like, I could have forced to protect the information, but then that's just a 2-for-1 or a 2-for-2 when I could get a 1-for-2. There's a good chance that is going to be able to sculpt through this. So I am trying to sculpt my way to Kaya here, because Kaya, her ability is... Her ultimate is exile. Your opponent, or a target player, takes X damage and you gain X life, where X is their exiled cards, and Doomsday exiles your deck. So if I can just like sit Kaya and play on 5, and obviously I need 2 turns to get there, but And I think that is it'll at least cut off the Doomsday line, or at least force him to Doomsday all in one turn. Yeah, tanking hard on this Brainstorm. I hope that means it's not good. So this fetch land will shuffle away the second Oko. Really wish I could cast Leovold, but unfortunately I've chosen to play a 5-color deck, and I didn't draw Astrolabe this game. Well, if you're watching this video later, now's a good time to go get a sandwich or something. This Brainstorm is one for the ages. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, if it's taking this long, I wonder if he's deciding like if it's time to get off of Doomsday. Knows my whole hand, so if it was as easy as just like, keep Thoughtseize, reanimate or whatever, or I guess reanimate is off because I have this Nile Spellbomb sitting in play. So I have Force of Will for a Doomsday. I have Nile Spellbomb for a reanimate line. So basically, all right, there it is. I was saying he has to find a discard spell and clear the way for Doomsday. And that is exactly what has occurred. Oh wow, that worked out really well. Alright, so I don't know what he was thinking about for so long on that Brainstorm when he literally just had the perfect clear path to victory. Like, what the fuck just happened? I'll just sweat him for 6 minutes on a Brainstorm that is literally perfect. Because he was probably doing all the Doomsday math ahead of time. Street Wraith. There are 2 Street Wraiths in exile, and he only sideboards in 2. Like, so that's actually kind of interesting. Like, this is the Doomsday package. The Street Wraith, they're both exiled, so he cannot Street Wraith just to like shred through the deck. What can he do? So, went to Hellbent to do this, so that is actually like kind of spicy. So I guess it would be like, you don't get Shelldock Isle here, that doesn't matter anymore. Though I guess you could just like put Shelldock Isle on top. That hides away Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn, and then you just have like Thoughtseize Thassa's Oracle under that. Like, is that the path you take? Goes to 8 life to do this. Alright, Kaya unfortunately takes 2 turns to suspend. I'm getting Tropical Island. And I think I'm just going to smash with Oko. Alright, they did take the Shelldock line. I don't think I have an out to that. I guess it's Caracas. Alright, I mean, show me Caracas. Fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I create a food token, no, that doesn't matter. That only gets me up to 13 life and eats all my permanents. Yeah, that sucks. So it didn't have a way through that one. If I had one more permanent in play leading into the SnowKo turn, like if I had drawn an Astrolabe earlier on, yeah, whatever. Then they would have been dead to combat that turn, but... are you serious? Assassin's Trophy was right there on top of my deck? Yeah, I didn't have a way to draw another card. That would have won the game if I were able to trophy the Isle. Tough start playing against a good player on a very strange deck. Alright, let's rally. We'll be back next round. Alright, so it's round 2. We're on the draw against Classic Rug Delver. There's nothing special going on over there, just Delver Days, Hooting Mandrels, SnowKo, Red Horde Arcanist, pile of cards. Being on the draw is less than ideal, but what are you going to do? Opponent went to 6 and led on Ponder instead of Delver, so we take those. Any breathing room is nice. An Astrolabe would really tie this hand together. Ooh, interesting. So I could Thoughtseize, which might force a Daze. I don't know. I'm gonna get after this. See, like fetching non-basics against Delver is never ideal, but if I can Thoughtseize Dread Horde Arcanist and just collapse this hand, that's insane. And if they have to force or daze this to protect their threat, I'm also totally fine with that exchange. And I'm probably boarding this card out, so this is the one chance it's going to get to be good. Oh, that's the thing I said. I can strip their one threat, and they, like I said, they didn't even want to daze it because dazing sets them back a land, which also takes them off Dread Horde Arcanist. So that worked out pretty well. I will take that little treat. All right, now I can set up a Brainstorm. I don't think I want to Brainstorm in response. There's no real reason to do that. So Flooded Strand, this is likely an SnowKo coming into play, or Hooting Mandrels. Alright, it's SnowKo. I have Abrupt Decay lined up for that, I don't even care. Alright, so I can Brainstorm in the end step. I still want to use this fetch land to get a good Brainstorm in. Alright, so I'm probably going to fetch this Tundra, so I want to get rid of that, or put that back into the deck. And do I need 2 SnowKos? I don't think so. I guess I could bury Dead of Winter, because we know their hand isn't particularly good at fighting what we're doing here. Like it's full of, their hand doesn't have threats, is what I meant to say, and it just failed to leave my mouth when I started talking. Like the Daze Chain Lightning hand, I don't need Dead of Winter to control that, especially when I'm sitting here with the Swords of Plowshares already in hand. Alright, did you find a force of negation? Looks like you did. That's fine. I have a backup. And their hand is just Daze and Chain Lightning. Delver's a solid creature. We know their hand is still just Daze and Chain Lightning, though. So, boop, 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 Oko. Make a food. So I think I just want to plow right now. The reason I plowed right now is because they have a fetch land. Like, if they didn't have a fetch land, I would have let the Delver trigger. Yeah, they just packed it up. So with Delver in play, the Delver triggers, they get to see their top card. If they don't like it, they can shuffle, which is effectively just like a free scry when I know their hand sucks. If they didn't have a fetch land, I would let them reveal to their Delver to see if I can get some extra information before I answer it. So that was a pretty nuts and bolts victory over Rug Delver. All right, so Ground Seal stops Clothis and Dreadhorde Arcanist. Pyroblast kills Oko and Delver. I'm not sure if I want all three, but 2 is probably right. Don't think the rest of this stuff matters, so Force of Negation definitely out. Kaya's also in the maybe pile. Like, she might be too cute. Alright, I'll put Kaya in the maybes. I don't like Force of Will. Really, the only card out of their deck we want to force is Oko or Clothis. And Clothis, and Oko we can just blast once it's in play. But Clothis is really the only great target for Force of Will. I'll leave some amount in out of respect for that. Maybe very few, though. This might not be a matchup where I need Felidar Retreat either. Like, I'm going to run away with it or I'm not. I don't know that this is what I'm looking for. If I just remove their threats, should be fine. I kind of do want Kaya if I can find room for her. So, am I going to cast Force of Will on anything when I'm on the draw? Like, casting Force into a Daze is just the worst thing imaginable. Yeah, I guess, like, it's not that I think Kaya's bad, it's just that, like, maybe I just go to 0 forces, just beat the board. I should check their deck list, that's a thing I can do. Alright, so... Oh my god, my monitors are not making it easy for me to just pop this deck list over. Okay, so... They have 1 Clothis, they have Surgical Extraction. Oh yeah, they just have the 1 Clothis and the 75, and other than that, I can just beat everything. Alright. I'm gonna go 0 Force of Wills. My only counter spells in the deck are 2 Pyroblast. I'm just gonna play to the board. Alright, let's do it. Kaya versus Clothis is kind of fun. Kaya also exiles Delver of Secrets, which is a thing. She controls Dreadhorde Arcanists. This hand is not good, don't get me wrong, but I am going to keep it. It can answer a Delver, and I can set up the sweeper for later. Alright, the old mull to 6 ponder start again. We've seen that before out of them. They did not shuffle. Alright, let's run Astrolabe. Brainstorm's a good start. Yeah, like hands like this, just a 7-card hand that hits its land drops, you could do a lot worse. Alright, Swords to Plowshares. That was a great draw for obvious reasons. So I could fetch my basic plains, or I could just run out this Tundra, and I think I want to do that. Alright, time to check their deck list again. So I'm basically measuring Spell Pierce effects versus Force of Negation effects. They have 2 Force of Negation in their deck, and 0 Spell Pierce or Flusterstorm. So I should plow on their upkeep. They could win a counter war here if they Force of Will, I'll Red Blast, and then they could daze one of my spells, and then I'm like kinda behind. I would also have to fetch Volcanic Island to do that, which is dangerous because it's my only non-Astrolabe bread source, but I mean, I'm going to make the play that is available to me. So I'm opened up to daze here, but it only daze. Alright, they're digging. Yeah, this is a big exchange here. Oh, wow, and we won it. Alright, nice. I guess they could have another Arcanist right here to follow up, but I have Brainstorm. Is about it. Oh, alright. Library is also good. Alright, Brainstorm, time to save me. Alright, get rid of these extra lands. It's time to start putting snow permanents into play. Do I want... Trying to figure out if this matters what I fetch for. I have a bunch of blue sources, so I think I do want to get a forest. This library is trouble though, and we're mana short of sneaking my own in there. So they can start just spewing their life total for extra cards. Hopefully I can do the same next turn. Yeah, they just took the cards. No surprise there. I'm also pretty exposed to wastelands here. Hooty hoot. Alright, Dead of Winter can answer that next turn. Assassin's Trophy can answer it now. No, I need to trophy the Sylvan Library. Alright, so Sylvan Library triggers in their draw step. So yeah, I'm gonna run this land out. And I think I need to trophy library. I guess I could run my own Sylvan Library out. See what happens. Alright, that resolved. Just went right in. So I have to fetch a swamp here. Alright, I am unfortunately playing into Daze. I feel like they would have countered this if they could. So, like, I feel like I'm not playing around Force of Negation anyway, and if they untap, then they can hardcast Force. Really wish this was Abrupt Decay so I didn't have to think this hard. I might get dazed here. Alright, they didn't have it. Cool. So, I have an answer to Hooty in my hand. And I've controlled their extra cards. Oh, baby. Feed me. I'll play a third creature. Please play a third creature. Bummer. Alright. Well, that means they can't force me, so I am just gonna wrath this board, and they have one card left in their hand. Blammo. Alright, we're both top decking. I have Swords to Plowshares ready. My deck has Uro in it. Definitely feel ahead right now, but could definitely lose if we broke a little while. Here's the play I described last game. I'm actually going to let them draw the Preordain and see if they cast it before combat. I guess that didn't matter, because I have to just answer this thing now. Like, I don't want them to find a counterspell, but now they know that they need another threat. I was kind of hoping that they would. I'd be able to hide. Like, I was hoping they wouldn't know what they need to do when they cast Preordain, but there was not actually a way to do that. Like, it was a lot worse for me if they find an answer, if they find a counterspell, than if they need to dig for a threat. Like, if I had Abrupt Decay, I would have just let the thing resolve. All right, I'm going to stop making land drops now because I want to maximize a Brainstorm. And we're in this position now where we're just both top decking. Yikes. I mean, top deck wars do favor me, but if they bust it open, it doesn't matter who's favored. Jeez. All right, there is a basic forest left in my deck, but that's all the basics. That's actually every land in my deck. There is a basic forest and a Caracas and fetch lands left in my deck right now. And they just ripped Oko. That sucks. All right, yeah, there it is. That's what I was talking about. Like, if they bust it open, there it is. I need a Brainstorm right now, and I need it to resolve. All right, that can at least mop up the first elk. Yeah, that all 4 of my dual lands in my deck are in my hand and graveyard right now. They can hardcast Force of Will with what they have available, which is like a pretty likely thing they're going to do. I think I want to lead on Dead of Winter. Because if they do hardcast Force of Will, then they can't Red Blast. Yeah, if they're going to Red Blast, I want to make them do it on their own turn. Yeah, oh wow, they didn't Red Blast. That's pretty lucky for me. I'm trying to figure out what's in their hand if they don't have Red Blast at this point. All right, let's do this first. Guess they could have a bunch of lightning bolts. Just try to burn me out. Alright, they did have a red blast. They just didn't care about Brainstorm. That's also a reasonable thing to do. So I can plow this next elk. Clothis is a nightmare. So my top card is Brainstorm. I guess that is better than drawing Wild. I draw Brainstorm, get that last basic forest out of my deck. Plague Engineer is not super helpful on this board. Alright, that was pretty good. Get rid of Plague Engineer and Astrolabe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could go for the full Uro here. I think that plays into Daze and Red Blast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could also hide the Uro on top. Yeah, I think I want to hide Uro on top and get Leovold into play. That gets Red Blasted. That's alright, it danced around the it clears the way for Uro, I hope. So I'm gonna name Wizard because Delver and Arcanist are both wizards. If their hand is just Bolt, I'm dead though, because Clothis can light me up. Alright, pass the turn. That sucks. Though they are going to need 2 counter spells. Yeah, they have to counter the front and back side of this thing. I guess they only really have to counter the back side. So I think I want to fetch in response to this because I don't really want to draw Astrolabe. So I may have just fetched into... No, if they had Bolt, they would have been able to do that anyway. Okay, that was good. Abrupt Decay is a solid card to have here. Green, green, blue, blue, and just going to try to exile things that... I guess it doesn't even matter. I was saying I was going to try to exile things that Clothis can eat, but Clothis can eat everything. The graveyards are stacked right now. Wow, that's just in. I am going to go face. Attacking Oko doesn't matter here. It's at a bajillion, and I'm going to decay it next turn if I get a next turn. This Uro, I'm genuinely shocked this thing is in play against an opponent with 4 cards in hand. Like, I guess I didn't give them an opportunity to daze, but that's about it. Alright, you're an elk now. Yeah, or maybe they just thought, like, giving me 6 life and 2 cards was fine, if they can just elk the thing. Alright, Hoots. That's covered. Alright, they're at 16. If I attack with both of these, I'm fine trading Hooties for Plague Engineer, and if they block Uro, then I can just unearth it again. Yeah, I'm going to make that attack before I do anything else. Nice. Alright, so Uro goes back into the graveyard. Oh, do they have surgical extraction? Alright, that's fine. Before they see my hand, I'm going to plow this. And I don't care if they see the abrupt decay. Can't do anything about it. Yeah, I guess I did not give them a chance to surgical last turn either. Alright, don't have a red blast. Nice. I guess I don't want to elk up. Oh, wait, I'm about to kill the Roko, so yes, I do want to elk up. Alright, if we can race this Clothis, there's a chance. I'm just doing this now. I need to know what I'm working with. Like, if I find Ground Seal, I think I can just win. Oh no, I can't do everything I want to do, can I? Blue, green. Oh yeah, I can. Blue, green, black, green. Yeah, all right. All right, I'm going to decay the library and just get to the races. Oh, I have Oko that can gain life with just food tokens. So, as long as they don't get burned out this turn. And they didn't have double bolt in any of the previous turns. Alright, so they're gaining life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, they're not quite dead on board. I think next turn I have to make food. If I get a next turn, if I don't get bolted out here. Alright, I didn't get bolted out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, they're 15 now. Alright, yeah, I'm just going to make food to make sure I can't get burned out. And get smashing. I probably want to eat my food now. Being at exactly 3 is kind of scary, though I guess they would need double bolt to kill me regardless. They should know right now if they've won or lost. Alright, we got the GGs in the chat. Alright, Uro. Just powering through Clothis. Yeah, opponent is talking about how maybe they should have surgical to Oko and just left the 3/3 Elk Uro in play. Which, like, with perfect hindsight, that makes sense, but, like, I don't know if that's necessarily what you want to be doing. Like, that Uro it's basically an unkillable 3/3 if you leave it in play, or else I'm just going to escape it again. Like, you have to be clairvoyant or whatever. Like, I would have to have exactly Oko in my hand, which I did at the time, to be fair, but for that to be right. But that's one of those things that it's easy once you have perfect information to know what you should have done. But I think they did the correct thing with what they had available. All right, 1-1. All right, so we're here for round 3. We're playing against classic red-green lands. I am not sure this hand is keepable. So, notable about their list is they have 4 Valakut explorations, 2 Elvish Reclaimer, and otherwise this just looks like red-green lands, 2 Field of the Dead, and then there's some Primeval Titans in the sideboard that we're going to have to watch out for. On the play, I would keep this hand. Being able to discard the exploration is a big deal. On the draw, this is pretty sketch, though Felidar Retreat is strong. Nah, I think I have to mulligan this. Alright, I can keep this. I'm going to bottom Felidar Retreat because I have 1 land in my hand. But being able to interact with the... I have a hard time forcing Mox Diamond, because if they ever have 2 of them, you're just fucked. I will fight over exploration, though. Oh, bummer. That Thoughtseize, I am not going to run that out. I would have to fetch Underground Sea to do it, which means I can't cast Astrolabe, and I'm also just in trouble to Wasteland. So I'm not interested in that. Alright, these Brainstorms are going to have to do the job here. It's probably just a nice little Life from the Loam. Get that party started. Yep. Did they forget to make a land drop? Yeah, they passed with... Yeah, they did not make a land drop. Hopefully I do make a land drop. Okay, alright. Immediate crisis averted. So... I want to put Underground Sea back into the deck, and Thoughtseize is a big... Like, if it hits anything other than Life from the Loam, it's very good, but I know at least 2 of their 3 cards in hand are a land. I think I'm going to get rid of this second Brainstorm. This is a high-risk, high-reward play. If I take something important off this Thoughtseize, I'm going to be glad I did this. Otherwise, I'm just going to feel like a big idiot. Yep, 4 lands, great. So they are on pace to make a Merit Lage next turn. I'm glad they didn't make a land drop, or else they would have had it this turn. So I can Brainstorm. I can just get Oko into play, or I can Brainstorm looking for stuff. I think I need to get Oko into play first. Cycling Sheltered Thicket is fine. So I can Elk their Mox Diamond and slow them down a turn. But then I'm facing down a 3/3. But I can have a 3/3 of my own shortly after that. This only trades for creatures. Oh, exchange control of target artifact or creature for target creature. Yeah, I can't steal their Mox Diamond. I can't, like, food and then take their Mox next turn. Yeah, I think I have to do this. Just to buy time, though I'm not excited about it. And I'm now exposed to Wasteland, like badly exposed. Alright, they're beating up on Oko. Alright, Brainstorm, save me. Find Caracas. Okay, didn't find Caracas, but I can put back Tundra and Oko. Is that right? Yeah, if I put back Tundra and Oko, then I can Uro and be holding up Force of Will. And then, so I can just make a food. Yeah, I need to make a food, because they can't kill Oko this turn anyway, and I'm going to need this Astrolabe to make Uro. So, like, they actually just need to attack me with Mox Diamond. If they do that, I think I lose. Valakut Exploration. Oh, I'm glad they didn't just go for Dark Depths. Bango. Alright, glad I held up that Force of Will. So, I can produce Uro. Alright, they figured out that if they just attack me, I run out of outs pretty quickly. Like, I need to get above 20 life. So, blue, 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 green, make another one of them green. Alright, here comes Uro. I'm hoping to fade Caracas. I think I need to be attacking with the food. Like, I could have left both back to try to make sure I'm above 20 life when it matters. Uh-oh. That one resolves. I have the decay, if they don't wreck me with it this turn. You exile the top card and you can play it. Oh geez, Sylvan Library. That was pretty good. Alright, so now I have to destroy Sylvan Library, I think. That does more than Valakut Exploration. There's not an exchange I want to make here. I think I attack first, because then I'll see more cards off the Ponder. And I really need the Assassin's Trophy or Caracas. Like, those are my two ways to break up what they're doing. Swords to Plowshares does answer Merit Lage, though not in a way I'm happy about. So I think I'm gonna do it like this. Force of Negation can hit Life from the Loam if they go for it, and I'm definitely getting rid of this thing. Library's too good. And I have them dead on board. In combat, at least. Like, if they make Merit Lage, I'll have to plow it, and then things are lame. I'm also likely to be above 21 life, or above 20 life. So attacking, I put plow in my hand. So I think I should commit to elking this up. Yeah, I'm going to make my attack. And then doing it this way forces them to make Merit Lage in combat, or on my turn, where I can interact with it. This also puts me over 20 life. I'm going to plow the Merit Lage, so they're going to be at a jillion life too. But I have Force of Negation for the Loam. Alright, there's that jerk. Now I draw plow. They go to 32, then they take 12. I have not made a land drop this turn. So I actually do kind of like the velocity of this. That puts an extra elk into play. I have plow on top in case they just have another natural dark depths. They did not dredge loam. Why did they tap like that? That's suspicious and I hate it. Alright, I'm going to give them exploration, which might be a mistake with exploration. Does the second one matter? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can get in for 12 next turn. Yeah, let's just cast the spell I can cast here. Swords of Plowshares on top of the deck. Yeah, I think... Yeah, I probably just need that. Make sure I don't die to Merit Lage. Because they can loam next turn. They might try to waste my fetch land here to force a shuffle. Yeah, I'm just going to put them to put lots of damage on board. Do I want that in play? No, I don't think that I do. I want to maximize paying off a Brainstorm. So now they have to make Dark Depths during, or Merit Lage during combat, and then I can elk it, and I don't have to give them 20 life again. Life from the Loam, Sheltered Thicket, Thespian Stage, and Dark Depths. Okay. They do get 2 Valakut Exploration triggers off of these lands. Oh. Alright, so they can crop rotate for Caracas and save a bunch of life. Or Glacial Chasm's even better. Alright, fair enough. That's pretty annoying. Another crop rotation. Wow, this card is good. We're getting obliterated by this thing. Alright, I can still attack with Uro. I still get to trigger Uro. They just aren't going to die to it. Though if I find Assassin's Trophy, maybe there's a chance, though they probably just get Caracas with this one. Just cover all their bases. Oh, nope, field is dead. Alright. And they hit another crop rotation? Get out of here. Okay, they didn't cast that one. I love how I'm just over here pretending I know what land decks want to do. I'm just like, oh, they get Caracas. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, so I'm going to attack with Uro. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Alright, yeah, I'm just going to get in with Uro. If I draw Assassin's Trophy, I can actually kill them. That's not Assassin's Trophy. Not even a little bit. Though they can't attack with Glacial Chasm in play, and I'm at 25, so I'm not really in danger here. Definitely more in danger of losing to this Valakut Exploration than I am to Merit Lage. Yeah, and they know it. They didn't even make the Merit Lage. It's not time for that yet. Targeting Forest, Taiga, and Bajuka Bog. Alright, Bajuka Bog's good. Alright, and Field of the Dead is active now. So they're in Zombie Land. Alright, they can't play that Tabernacle, that's good. I don't think Tabernacle's super important on this board, but it's not something I want to have to deal with. Alright, this is why we've been sitting on all these lands for so long. I'm looking for Assassin's Trophy. Though, I guess they can just copy Stage with, or Chasm with Stage, so that doesn't even matter. Finding Caracas is pretty nice, though. Quaddle's not bad either. I think I do want to put Caracas into play. Oh, Punishing Fires in their graveyard. Cool. Did not even notice that. Abrupt Decay is nice, though I can stop this Valakut Exploration. So they can fetch and make a zombie here. Alright, they don't want to, though. That's fine. Get rid of that thing. Alright, cashing in their final landfall triggers. I guess they could find some crop rotations or Punishing Fires to cast here. Dark Depths. I'm also not sure how this works if this is removed, so I think they can just play those forever now. Yeah, because the exile them, you can play them clause triggers, but the end of turn, put them in your graveyard trigger doesn't. Yeah, I need to like wiggle my way into an Assassin's Trophy here, or maybe I'm able to deck them. Is that a reasonable out here? I think maybe I should have held on to this Caracas rather than put it into play. Might have gotten a little ahead of myself on that one. Oh no, they have Caracas, so the Uro party is over. They don't actually have any red mana. That's kind of insane. That's why Punishing Fire didn't come out of the graveyard last turn. Get after it, Uro. Still digging for Assassin's Trophy. I'm not going to put any cards into play. Brainstorm is more important. I kind of hope they like gang block, but I don't think that is the right play for them to make, unfortunately. Yeah, they didn't fall for it. Guess I could have Caracas Uro just to get some more triggers off of it. Yeah, they are in the one life loop here. Yeah, they can't fetch anymore. Alright, there's Bajuka Bog. My bog's been juked. I don't think I have any way to make them lose one life. Huh. It's weird that they would let me get the trigger. I think if you're going to bounce Uro, you do it before this goes on the stack. Yeah, I'll put this in. They can get back Punishing Fire here if they want it. And then Uro. Get back to it. I will bounce my own Uro here, because I can't escape it anyway. And then Felidar Retreat will arrive to challenge the Field of the Dead, I guess. Make a 2/2 cat beast creature token. I messed up. I should have left a basic land open. Yeah, all my basics are in play. Like, they can wasteland me to take me off Swords to Plowshares here. Okay, they didn't do that. This will be interesting to see what they do here. Punishing Fire, my Coatl, okay. They're attacking Oko, that's fine, I have a second one. So they were trying to set up a multiple turn lock here. But I also have a multiple turn plan here. They are also tapped out of Thespian stages right now, so if I find Assassin's Trophy this turn, I think this might be my chance. Is that even true? I guess that's not even true anymore. I'm just going to keep all these. I have 1,000,000 life. Oh. Did I have... Oh, I didn't have Karakas up last turn, so that's why they were able to do what they did. But I have Karakas up now, which means I don't have to plow or Oko the Merit Lage. I guess I should be careful with the cards I'm drawing because now I am behind in the decking race. Though they have to loam to keep their chasm going. So that's actually not a problem. I'm more concerned about the clock. Just have to make sure I don't lose that way. Let's get that out of there. They had a lot of opportunities to waste that Caracas. I feel like this light from the loam is going to get back. If I just force light loam here, do I win? I don't know about win, but definitely makes a turn where they can't get Chasm into play. There is one land left in my deck. Wait, no, there isn't. The Volcanic Island's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's no lands left in my deck. Or no fetchable lands. There are still fetch lands. Like so. Yes. Put on top. Put on top. Only one of these is a snow permanent. That's all I need, right? Oh wait, I can make another one. Another astrolabe. So I'm going to go into vigilance mode. Can I win right now? They have the punishing fires. I'm going to go for it. Yeah. Oh, that was a crazy game. All right. Now what do I do? Ground seal is important. Nile Spellbomb's important. I actually like Mindbreak Trap for to hardcast on Life from the Loam later, just as like another functional force of negation. Leovold's good. Kaya's good. Plague Engineer is one of the few ways to actually clear a horde of zombies. Like Dread of Winter is one of them, or Dead of Winter. But the actually just like that game, we both drew most of our deck. So grinding to double Plague Engineer and name zombie twice is actually a viable plan. I'm going to cut one of the Dead of Winters because it only matters in exactly that situation. Coatl is like fine, but I don't think I need all three. I don't like Force of Will either. I do like Force of Negation, permanently answering Life from the Loam. Like, I think I just need to beat the board. And their engine, the 4x Valakut exploration, is like pretty messed up. I think I won that game though because I elked their Mox Diamond on turn 3. Like I actually think everything that happened after that point cascaded to that. I don't have Jace the Mind Sculptor in this build, which is kind of a bummer because that's the kind of thing that can dodge the combat lock. I do have Kaya. I guess Kaya is very close to Jace against this deck. Like you can mess up their graveyard a lot. I don't know if I have room for the Plague Engineer that I was hoping for. I think I'm going to go a little skinnier on Swords to Plowshares. I need some, but not that many. Oh, they're bringing in Primeval Titans, though. Alright, I'm going to run this build. I'm not sure if this is right, but I'm out of time to figure it out. This is a solid hand. I'll keep it. That start is a big relief for me. Drawing the second land, also a relief. Let's draw another blue card. Alright, cool. Well, I've drawn all 3 counter spells I left in my deck. I guess I still have the Mindbreak Trap. Just hoping that turn 3 Kaya goes coast to coast. Kaya can get me above 20. She can control their graveyard. She can exile Merit Lage. I'm going to get basic island here. Just run out Nile Spellbomb. I might be extending really hard into a Force of Negation here, or a Force of Vigor. But I also want to make sure I'm not dead, you know, at any point. Abrupt Decay, not the most exciting. All right, I'm just going to put Kaya into play and get her to work. She can exile Exploration as well. And I have this Swords to Plowshares, so if they go for Merit Lage... No, please don't have Veil of Summer. Alright, thank you. Let's draw some cards. Alright, drew Uro. Just looking for ways to draw cards here. Found one. I'll also probably just pop Nile Spellbomb to draw a card at the end of this turn, because now Kai is active. That's another card in my graveyard and another card in my hand when their graveyard's already under control. I mean, there's like ways they could punish that, but I think just the velocity is more important. Hey, Ground Seal. Is that even good? I'll play it. It's kind of awkward with Kaya, because she can't target anything now. I'm just going to hold up Hardcast Force of Negation. That means they can't... So they can totally exile Uro. What am I even saying? Leovold's a nice one. And they did not wasteland me in response to Leovold, so now I'm going to draw a card if they do go that route. Ooh, Caracas. That's pretty good against Leovold. My opponent bemoaning how good Kaya is in the chat. Respect. I'm just going to exile this zombie and keep my beats going. Oh, I forgot to attack with Astrolabe. What the fuck is wrong with me? I got distracted by being nice. Should have kept my killer instinct. You're at 14. Go. Misty Rainforest is brutal. That's 2 more zombies at instant speed. And they've already copied a Field of the Dead, so now Assassin's Trophy doesn't even really get me out of this. I don't think I can attack this turn. Nope. Just gonna hold up my answers. The 3rd Field of the Dead. Alright, so I'm gonna need that Dread of Winter. Dead of Winter? The way this game played out, I do wish I had brought in my Plague Engineers that I did not bother to find room for. This makes Uro happen, though. I am at Uro mana. Or Uro escape. It's not hard to be at Uro mana. Alright, blue, green, green, blue. Yeah, I'm gonna make Sylvan Library this turn. Yeah, Kaya is not... My opponent said in the chat that Kaya is really good, so I'm gonna believe them, but from my side, she looks kind of medium right now. Crop rotation. Alright, so they can Wasteland Caracas. I still have Plow, though. I'm very close to being ahead on clock. Which does matter, and I do get to float white here. Which is perfect to get rid of that. Oh, I'm getting flustered. Oh, we got the GG. I think we're behind on this board. Yeah, like we're losing to triple Field of the Dead. If they concede here, I think that's a mistake. Yeah. Unless they mean GG, I'm dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That did turn off their fields. Alright. Everybody's blasting at Oko. I get to eat 2 of them. Oh, Oko's dead. Put on top, and I'll pay 4 to keep one of these. Because I'm going to get it right back anyway. Those two back. Blue, black, green. Exile a zombie. Yeah, if they just play a land, we're in trouble. If they somehow brick on lands, we're actually doing all right. All right, yeah, not only a land, but a fetch land. So, yeah, very good. We're looking for the Dead of Winter. I can save Kaya with a plow. I don't think that's something I care about, though. It's the Punishing Fire targeting Leovold. Let's exile a Punishing Fire. Don't mind if I do. Pay for life, put on top. It's Uro time. And it's Oko time. I guess I need a green source for that, huh? This game is kind of crazy. All right. You have successfully defeated my Oko, or Uro, whoever this is. Hey, remember when they said GG 5 minutes ago? And it's like not even close. We're just like super fucking dead. All right, still looking for that Dead of Winter. On top, put on top. Don't need any of that shit. I don't think there's a fetchable land left for this. There's not, but I did need the shuffle anyway. All right, I found Assassin's Trophy. That's actually pretty good. I mean, maybe not. Blue, blue, green, green. I was supposed to shuffle there. I actually think I'm just wasting a bunch of time. I should concede. Alright, I'm just gonna... I'll take one more draw step. See if I can control these zombies. Does it matter? Am I just dead? No, this is not a lethal attack yet. Pay for. Now, there's only one out here, and it's Dead of Winter. Oh, found it. Let's see if it's good enough. Library, okay. Fuck. Yeah, I can't win. Ugh. I have 1 minute and 43 seconds left on my clock because of the way that these events work. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to time out. Oh, that sucks. The Ground Seal Kaya interaction was pretty awful. Like, I just don't have time to play a Plague Engineer game, though I think having Plague Engineer last game would have been correct. Like, what's the most aggressive posture I can take here? If I just don't mess around in the graveyard at all. Problem is all of these 2/2s I can bring in just lose to Punishing Fire. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to have to attack them until they're dead and hope it happens quickly. Oko's a pretty good start. Get the Tundra. I don't even have green mana right now. Alright, that's a creature that can attack with Oko. Fuck. I just misclicked because I was playing fast. I needed to put that volcanic island on top. Yeah, if they can do anything to take the pressure off, I'm going to lose. I have 31 seconds left. I don't have a white source either. Oh, that can't even fetch a white source. Yeah, I fucked up so bad. And my Tundra's already dead. I needed to put the Astrolabe on top. Alright. Yeah, I couldn't get it done in the time allotted. That is one of the problems of this matchup. Yeah, just like the number of clicks required to play SnowKo when you get into one of these grindy matchups, like I think I needed to be playing faster starting game 1. Or maybe I should have tried to win game 2 because there's no way I could have won a game 3. I don't know, just that's one of the realities of playing Magic Online. My recording software is telling me that this match is 57 minutes in at this point, but that sucks. I think we could have won this one. All right, so round 4, we're on the play against a Grixis Brew of some sort. It's a Dreadhorde Arcanist Young Pyromancer deck. It also has 1 Grizzlebrand in it. So it's like a mini Reanimator. I guess like it has Lotus Petal and Entomb, Reanimate, like all of that stuff. So I guess it's closer to a Reanimator deck with Grixis elements than it is a Grixis deck with a Reanimator option. All right, I'm going to get Underground Sea here because I have a snow land and I want to cast all the spells I have. Yeah, having Force of Will against this potential Grizzlebrand deck is nice. They play 2 Thoughtseizes. Right, so I'm drawing the land here. My next card down is also a land, right? Am I remembering that correctly? If they go for a Pyromancer or Arcanist, I'll just kill it. Alright, here's the Thoughtseize. I'm very well set up against their like Grixis creature deck. I'm poorly set up against Grizzlebrand. So this deck is actually really cleverly designed. Let me see if I can get it on screen. So they have like, it's just this normal deck, and then surprise, there's Grizzlebrand in there. I'd actually be more confident without open deck lists, because then I would just play like they're a blue deck. I'd almost rather just lose to Grizzlebrand as a surprise than know it's coming. Alright, speaking of knowing it's coming, surprise, there's a second Force of Will here that they don't know about. Yeah, I hope they spend a little more time sculpting, because if I can get these two coatls crunching in, that'll at least put a respectable clock. They can't just sculpt forever. All right, Dreadhorde Arcanist. I'm going to let that resolve. I'm going to cast the coatl end step and then decay that on my turn. Hope I draw a blue card. I didn't draw a blue card to go with Force. That sucks. Just get rid of this thing. I mean, they're not like a real reanimator deck. Like, if they do get Grizzlebrand into play, it's going to be a powerful card, but like... Oh, okay. That's how this works. They just play around with the... reanimate the same creatures over and over again. That's pretty cool. I respect that. Do I want Astrolabe? No, I don't. Yuck. I guess I can leave one of these back to trade with the Arcanist. Or I can... No, I want to push for damage. Their life total is a resource. Like, as long as they're under 7, they can't reanimate Grizzlebrand. They don't have ways to gain life. Bottom. Another Arcanist. Alright. Come on, deck. You're killing me. Well, I can hardcast Force of Will at least this turn. And we'll find out very quickly if my master plan to pressure their life total was worth it or not. Like, if they find a lightning bolt, I probably just lose. This deck is so cool, though. And I absolutely will jam Force of Will on Lightning Bolt, if that is what happens to me. They bottomed. And they did not shuffle. Shit. Young Pyromancer. That resolves. I'm just in a desperate racing situation right now. If I forced this and then lost my coatls to Lightning Bolt, then I would feel pretty bad about it. Oh, jeez. Yikes. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, I mean, could still do this, maybe. They did not shuffle. Shit. And Abrupt Decay is not bad. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I guess I need to play a land so I can force and decay. Probably should have decayed already. If I win this game, it will be like a travesty against blue decks. It's been such a mess. Oh, they found a lightning bolt, damn it. Entomb. Putting Ox in the graveyard. Alright, so they have to shoot lightning bolt back. I don't think I have a way to deal 1 damage. I need to force some negation there instead of force of will. Is what really just happened. And really I just needed to not draw lands forever. I guess Dead of Winter would have been pretty good draw there. Alright, so Plague Engineer is in. Leovold's in. Ground Seal is definitely in. Containment Priest, I like it. Spell Bomb, yeah, all that looks good. Kaya's good. Felidar Retreat, probably not exciting. Quaddle's not actually good. It just kind of pretended to be that game. Yeah, I think I am gonna play, like I'm bringing in so much graveyard hate, and I wouldn't want this many Force of Wills against a fair Grixis deck. So I'm just gonna have to hope my sideboard cards do what they're meant to do against the Grizzlebrand plan, and then I will try to play a fair game against Grixis otherwise. I think I want the Dead of Winters and the Plague Engineers, just want it all. Yeah, they have 2 Surgicals, 3 Pyroblasts in the board. Yeah, I can go a little skinnier on Uro with all that hate coming in. Yeah, this looks fine. Presentable deck. I'd like to play first. Yeah, this hand is fine. It sucks against Grizzlebrand, but it's good against Grixis. Alright, now we have a plan against Grizzlebrand as well. Not a good one, but it is a plan. Alright, looks like we're going to get a turn 2 Sylvan Library into play. It's pretty important in these blue mirrors. And the land that they played does not make black. So I don't even really have to worry about end of turn Entomb. Alright. I got dazed. That's fine. Take that functional stone rain. Yeah, they don't have wastelands in their deck, so I could get the duel here pretty safely. They don't have Blood Moon or anything like that either. This metagame's been pretty hostile to SnowKo, which is not surprising considering it is like the best deck. I also lost round 1 and round 3, so I am not playing against the winner's metagame either. Like Thoughtseize doesn't really matter here. Entomb's pretty good though. Let's see. Do they have the Griselbrand and do they have the Lotus Petal? Oh no. Alright, so I have 2 Ponders that together can try to find Karakas. That is a tight little package that certainly is good. Karakas. Show me Karakas. Alright, Ponder. I have a number of looks at this Karakas now. Assassin's Trophy. Oh no, that's so close to something I want. They just drew 7, and their deck does have 4 Force of Will, 1 Force of Negation, and 4 days, 3 left. Yeah, I can't count on this Assassin's Trophy. I'm gonna shuffle. And rewarded. Ooh, play to your outs, folks. I for sure would have lost that game if I kept that Assassin's Trophy. Might as well Ponder, I guess. If they want to daze a Ponder at this point and set themselves back another land, I'm okay with it. Alright, so now I have Karakas in play, and like I said, they don't have Wastelands in their deck. They do have a 13-card hand, but only 1 land. So I think there's a... I guess they have Lotus Petals still. There's 2 Lotus Petals left in their deck, so they could go like Young Pyromancer, Lotus Petal, Ponder. But even that is not exciting. Leading on Thoughtseize is kind of weird too. Like there is no combo kill. The combo kill is put Griselbrand into play, and I already dealt with that. Yeah, just Thoughtseize me and discard 4 cards. You got a deal. And they're at 2, so they can't even reanimate Icefang Coatl. I think I want to just Uro. Alright, blasted. That's fine. Like they can't reanimate Uro either because they go to -1 before they gain the 3 when it comes into play. They could surgical Uro right now. Like I could have just jammed the Plague Engineer, but I don't want to just lose it to a Lightning Bolt. So I can go for a plow here. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to tax Whoa. I'm not going to do that. I take it all back. All right, I did that like that because I didn't want to give them any extra life to work with, which might have been silly, but like that also plays into daze. Like if they can daze my plow and leave a token behind, that's not the best. All right, this one I'll plow. All right, so I'm playing into Red Blast with Leo or Uro. So I think I'd rather just Uro. Like Uro at least doesn't die to Bolt. I'm feeling pretty far ahead here. I just have to maneuver the game, like between Uro, Engineer, and Leo, like those are three troublesome permanents, and they don't have a lot of resources to work with, neither life points nor mana. And they just force of willed. So yeah, so they have slightly more cards in hand than me. I have a lot more mana, and I have real threats. Alright, that's probably just to shuffle the brainstorm. Ooh, Ox. Never mind. Ox is pretty good. Discard your hand, draw 3 cards. Yeah, not bad. Womp, 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 womp. It's alright, Uro is bigger than Ox. Alright, so this only nets 1 card. They had to discard 2 cards to get there. And they did have the Lightning Bolt for the Leovold. Brainstorm lets me escape Uro again. No, it doesn't. I don't have the correct mana for that. Alright, Brainstorm is still good though. Don't need a swamp. I'll tuck away this Plague Engineer. That one is becoming the worst card. Alright, so blue, green, something. Alright, I just need a blue or a green. I want Tundra, so blue, blue, green, green. Alright, they missed on their Red Blast. Shields are up. So Ox is kind of scary because they can just attack, let Ox die, and then refire Ox and draw 3 more cards. So I think if they attack, I just don't block. Well, they don't have red this turn, so that didn't really matter. Alright, Ground Seal's pretty good. Certainly in the face of this Dreadhorde Arcanist. They probably double block. Yeah, alright. I'll plow Arcanist on the way out. Boom, boom. Let me ox you a question. Then I can ground seal and Leovold. All right, they're gonna see how good my hand is here. If they had Red Blast, they wouldn't have made the block they did. They're just gonna get a screenshot of my deck and then concede probably. Oh, nope, they want to keep playing. All right, black, blue, green. All right, so now they can't Ox. Well, they can still put a 5/4 body into play, but they don't, or 5/3 body, but they don't draw 3 cards. All right. Okay, so we had a Miracle Ponder into Caracas to keep from being dead in the early game, and then we were able to beat the Grixis control deck. Yeah, I think I'm just going to present this same deck again. Yeah, let's do it. In consideration for the third Coatl as just like another way to combat Grizzlebrand. But I'm just going to stubbornly remain on my plan of ignore the combo, like leave all these forces out of the deck. Hopefully my Wraths can actually win the game. If they didn't have the Grizzlebrand thing, this is probably a Felidar retreat matchup. Yeah, this is a keeper. It's pretty bad against turn 1 Grizzlebrand, but that's going to be true of most of my hands. There's Ground Seal. If I can get to the Ground Seal before Grizzlebrand's in play, that'll be good news. Though there's a good chance they can just Entomb for Reanimate with Daze back up here, and I'm in lots of trouble. Yep, that appears to be the plan. It's crazy how good this deck is at doing that, considering how small the package is. They've had two turn 2 Grizzlebrands against me with like in a not dedicated Reanimator deck. Alright, well, Ground Seal blew it. Oh shit, I shouldn't have played that land. What am I doing? So I want Forest. Do I want to cast the Ground Seal now? No, I think I want the Library. Because it is Caracas or bust at this point. And I think I'm going to bust. Yeah, they had the days like well, they just drew 7. I guess I don't know what they had. Now it looks pretty bad. Caracas can still save the game. Them connecting with Grizzlebrand is a huge problem. Like last game, I was able to answer it, leaving them at 4 life with nothing going on. But now they have a lot more life than that. They can even draw 7 again. Alright, drawing a land that casts Quaddle is kind of exciting. That might buy me a turn. I'm just playing like my opponent doesn't have a perfectly sculpted 7-card hand over there. So they can't counter Ground Seal. Or they can't Red Blast it, though they don't have red mana anyway. This does not have Death Touch, important to note. It would have saved me 7 life, though. Bought a turn. So if I don't draw Caracas, I do have Oko, which is like one last chance, though their deck is full of counter spells and they have 14 cards in their hand. So Oko is not reliable. Like, it has to be Caracas. Let's see if we can Miracle twice. Also, if their hand is just Bolt, we lose. Alright, Caracas off the top for the win. Caracas. That may or may not actually matter. Like, they can draw 7 more cards and then just bolt me and I lose. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Missed my window for that one. Yep, let's see. Did they have 2 lightning bolts in the top 34 cards of their deck? Maybe they boarded 3 of them out. That would be great. They probably did board out some number, but oh, they did not shuffle. That's bad. So Duress takes my Swords to Plowshares, and then they can bolt me. Yep. Alright, yep. Missed the window by 1 turn to Caracas that thing. This was a rough outing. Can't win them all. Where is this deck? So played against a really hostile field for SnowKo. SnowKo's biggest weakness is combo decks, and lost to one in round 1. That was actually 2 combo decks. It was Tin Fins that boards into Doomsday. So we lost to 2 combo decks in round 1. Then beat Rug Delver like we're supposed to. Lost to lands, largely due to the clock. Though I did miss sideboard that game 2. I should have had the Plague Engineers in. I think I would have won game 2 if I had Plague Engineers in my deck. And then lost to this Reanimator deck. So GG's everyone, but I'm done. X and 3, no good for prizes, so I'm going to go do something else with my day at this point. Thanks for throwing this Anzi. Everyone check out AnziD, MTG's stream and everything. He's a great, big proponent of the Legacy format. Make sure to check him out, like, comment, subscribe on mine. Thanks for watching. See you next time.